2017's Leatherface, directed by the guys who also directed Inside, so we're looking forward to a really good horror movie with a lot of disturbing gore I would have expected for this new movie. Leatherface is another origin story in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre series, and we weren't really expecting another origin story coming so soon after the remake and the prequel to the remake, but we've got another prequel to the original series. So I'm guessing that they've done another origin story in the Texas Chainsaw series because of the mistake and the abomination that they did with Texas Chainsaw 3D. With Texas Chainsaw 3D, the timeline was all off. It was set in the wrong time period and it was just so wrong, and I thought that they had to redo that and just go back to its roots, which was a pretty good idea on paper. The Leatherface has a few well-known faces in it. It has Stephen Dorff and it also has Lili Taylor, so you're expecting a little bit of quality to this movie. It was supposed to be a full theatrical release originally when it started filming a few years ago, but there was a few issues with the story, there was a few issues with the writing, and then things started to go south and it started to go downhill, and then eventually we got a kind of video on demand or a screening for the movie, things like that, so it didn't get a full theatrical release as we hoped it would do. So that's when you start to think there's something's going wrong here. Now I don't know what Leatherface was wanting to be, and I don't know what the directors were trying to do. They were trying to do a prequel to the original series, which is fine, but they also, in my opinion, it looks like they tried to make it look and sound like the remake. The picture quality and the score that they used is very reminiscent of the 2003 Texas Chainsaw and its prequel in 2006. I had that feeling to it, so it's as if it was a tug of war. It didn't know if it wanted to be part of the original series, and it didn't know if it wanted to be part of the remake series, and that's just one of the problems that the movie had. Early on, we're introduced to the Sawyer family in 1955, and we see that Jed is the main youngest brother in this family, and he's been asked to do a few things that he doesn't want to do, and he eventually does a few things that he doesn't want to do, including helping murder the sheriff's daughter. And I wouldn't go into how the sheriff's daughter was captured or anything like that, because it was quite a quick scene, and the sheriff manages to get the kids taken off the mother because she's unfit and she can't look after them. And it cuts to 1965, 10 years later, and these kids are in a mental institution with their names being changed for their own safety, and that's when we're introduced to some other characters like the nurse and a few of the other crazy inmates in the asylum. All hell breaks loose. I won't say how all hell breaks loose too much, but they all escape. Well, some of them escape, and that's when we start the whole journey of who is Leatherface. Is it really this one? Is it really that one? In this movie there wasn't too much overacting as there was in the previous Texas Chainsaw 3D, and obviously in the original series as well. It was a little bit iffy, but this one, it was actually pretty good. It was more grounded than the previous ones that we saw, apart from the remake, because the remake and the remake's prequel was far superior in every way. Now that's really all that there was positive about this movie. The acting was quite good and the practical effects were quite good. So moving on to the bad side of the movie, which is quite a bit, and we're sticking to the spoilers here guys, so again, if you're still watching, please don't watch anymore because there's more spoilers to come. Another actor in it who had quite a small part to play was Finn Jones. He played one of the sheriff's officers in the film, and he looks like he was just there as a scene filler. I don't think he had a big massive role, and I don't think he was supposed to have a big massive role throughout the movie. He was just there as an extra sheriff or an extra police officer. He sounded like he had a few dealings with the Sawyer family beforehand, but they didn't really go into that much. They went into it in one scene, so the audience knew that there was something going on between him and the Sawyers, but they didn't really go into that much, and I'm kind of glad they didn't, because the story was already too convoluted. Now they make it so blatantly obvious that Leatherface is supposed to be Bud in the movie. He's got the curly hair, he's a big guy, and he even does a few horrible kill scenes in the film, and he even drags a body like the original Leatherface with his arms swinging to the side. So you're thinking, through the movie, if you didn't know this was going to be a whodunit movie, you're thinking, okay, that's obviously Leatherface, but we were wrong. I don't know why they tried to keep Leatherface a secret throughout the whole movie. We were expecting it to be Big Bud, but obviously it didn't turn out to be him, and it was just so disappointing at the way they done it. I think they tried to shock the viewer into thinking, whoa, we thought it was going to be Big Bud, who was a spitting image of Leatherface, who walked like Leatherface, who killed like Leatherface, but no, it turns out it was this little skinny small boy who spoke proper and was a good looking boy, and he was a charmer with the ladies. It turns out he's Leatherface, and we're supposed to be thinking to ourselves, oh whoa, that's crazy. But no, it just took a turn for the worse. Now overall I was really disappointed in this movie. There's not much nice things to say about it, apart from some of the visuals were okay and the practical effects were actually okay as well, but apart from that it just went on another tangent, just like Texas Chainsaw 3D. It made you ask more questions, not in a good way, but it just made you ask questions, where's this series going, because it's going nowhere fast. Now I'm going to be generous with this movie, so I'm going to give Leatherface a solid D. So that's my thoughts on Leatherface. I was very disappointed overall, and I wasn't expecting too much from the film, to be honest, because of the production history that it had. So I would say watch it if you're a fan of the Texas Chainsaw series, but I wouldn't expect too much from it. Anyway guys, thanks a lot for watching again. Thanks a lot for subscribing. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.